At this point, we don't have this button doing anything. It just goes to services, which is not very useful. We want this to be able to show something like a remote document, like an attached PDF is one way to do it, or to have the button open up a modal like we do with the portfolio. So let's find this button and see what it's doing. Okay, that is in our top before services. Here is our button. So as the href right now equals services with the hashtag for the section. So instead we're going to do a file, and I need to hide my stuff so we can see my finder. So I made in my images folder, a forms folder with a nutform.pdf. So that's what we want to do. So we are going from the HTML file. So from here we'll go into images /forms /nutform.pdf. And let's see what that does. So just have the address to our file. Okay, so now when I click on it, it opens up the PDF in the web browser. That's great. So we lost our page, and this could be a JPEG or anything, but a PDF is fine. And I think if this is actually an editable PDF, which I didn't do, I think you'd be able to fill it out. So instead of replacing our page, we want it to pop up in another tab. So if we add to this href outside the quotes, target equals blank or new also works, and it has to be target, not targer. Okay, let's try that. So now if I hit the button, I get a new tab in my web browser with the content. Pretty easy. And that way I can go back to my page without doing the it keeps playing my videos. I guess it's because it's on autoplay. So for some reason this one, the autoplay code I did actually works. I don't know. Let me see why it works. So it won't play, but if I click on something interactive in the page, like a video, no. Oh, sometimes that's why autoplay doesn't work, is you haven't clicked on anything. But it wasn't that. Okay, anyway, let's do another link. So these do the modal link thing, which is useful. Can we do the same thing but for something else? That's a good question. So let's look at how these are done and apply one of these pop-up window things to our person here, or image, or whatever you have. I mean, it could be, you can make anything into a link, really. But let's have it be on this guy. So part of the problem is we have to let people know that something's happening with him to make him clickable, and we could do that with the same kind of overlay, even using the same classes. So let's try that. So let's go to our portfolio section. Okay, so we have the actual linkness would be the A part, right? And it's going to, its href here is to a hashtag portfolio modal 1. And it's doing a data BS toggle for modal. So we need those kinds of things there. So the ending part of this is just the closing tag. So really I'm going to copy the first part here. Right now I have 6 portfolio modals. So I can do number 7 safely. So under the team, here's our guy. Here's his image, which is no longer around his circle. Team member. Okay, so I want to do it just around the image, not his his name. So I'm going to go down here and paste in our thing there and change it to 7 and do my closing A on the other side of him there. Okay, so by doing portfolio modal 7, I need to create the modal itself. So if we go down to the bottom of this document, so here we see portfolio item 2 modal pop-up and portfolio item 1 pop-up. So they're actually quite long. So this whole bit, a long stair step of closing divisions, right? So it's going to be safest for us to copy exactly this. So to keep kind of the order of things, I'm going to go down to the end, which is just before our Bootstrap core thing here, and add the last one, item 7. And so that I know it's my new thing, I'm going to copy that same image of this guy in there. See if I can find him again. He was... There's the team 2. Here he is. And all the way down again. Number 7, image assets. Nope, that's the closing thing. This is what I want, this image. That guy. Okay. Oh, I'd actually done 2 images. Did I in this one? I don't even remember. Okay, so now I have enough that I should be able to test this. So the guy here, so when I'm over his image area, I'm getting the hand cursor, and I click on him and I get nothing. So I did something wrong. So what am I missing? So on these, click on it, we get the pop-up modal. Guess I didn't do all the images in these. So what am I missing? I don't think it knows that this is 7. Here it is. ID still 1. There we go. I think that's all I needed to do is change the ID name. Yay, it worked. So that was pretty simple, just to create a new pop-up based on something else. And I can also do a similar thing where, so I had that first button going to a PDF. I could also have a button go to a modal type of thing, the modal pop-up, or to another section. Right now it's going just to that section here, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Should I do, yeah, I mean, you just do the same thing. Just wrap that A tag around this to get it to go there. So you could do a button like in your footer that says go all the way to the top if you wanted to. Or that could be just a normal link. What would happen if we put that in as a, oh, we just run out of room down here. Let's put it in as a, so these should also like ideally go, or the way that these are used, these would go to separate PDF documents. So maybe we should copy what we did for the top button and do one of those too. So the top button, masthead container button goes to the nut form. Find my footer, which is not at the bottom of the document. Image above footer. Here. Okay, so here we have href equals, it's just an empty thing. Well, oops, I messed that one up. So I'll put in this instead as our nut form again. And this one I'll change to go to top. So we would do the hashtag and then the name of the ID for the section that we want, which is at the top. So we're on line 367, so I can find this again. So the hash, let's see what anchors we have that are ID names up near the top. Our masthead has a class. We can just go all the way up to services. ID equals services. That would work. Oh, I missed it. Where did we go? 367. So services. So here, this would give us the order form again. Oh, but I didn't put the target equals blank. And this. Whoa, that was slow. That was weird. I don't know what happened. But it got us up to the services. So that's how we can use that. Oh, I forgot. I deleted. Team is still there. I got rid of the contact. So if you get rid of where something goes, then its link doesn't go to anywhere. So that's another good thing to know about the links. There, it worked that time. So I would want to make sure that I get rid of any old links, not just add new ones, but get rid of old ones that are no longer working. Contact is gone, so get rid of that. Okay.